Welcome back to the Ultimate Iron Man, where just last episode we got the Quest Cape, which I don't have on me right now because I'm smart. That's more like it. So, we are here at the Myths Guild, this really cool looking altar over here. And in case you can't tell by my getup, we are going to be doing something woodcutting related very soon. But first, we have a couple things to finish up at the Myths Guild. I've looked around this, gotten used to everything. For those who are aware, they got a shop here that sells every single like dragon spec weapon. I think obviously there's no I think it's pretty sure when you can get out and like the spear or the hammer, obviously. Shield right half and then dragon metal shards. I'm pretty sure are used for like the D plate or D square if you ever want to make those. Over here, of course, we have Jack who sells the mythical capes. Go ahead and buy one of those because we haven't gotten one yet. And it's also going to have to do with what we have coming up later. Over here is certainly a place we will see more of later. We've got the closest bank to, I think it's tied. I mean, this is a range. I know in Berthope you have a fire next to a bank, but this will be where we cook on all our sharks mainly because it'll be easy to get here from our house, and then it's super quick to cook all of the shark. So you will see this more in the future. And then finally downstairs, not much, just some people to talk to. There's the super basement, just the demo basement, nothing super about it. It's pretty cool though. A basement where you can charge your Amulet of Glory and stuff. And then this person right here, I actually didn't do it during DS2. They can train us 4 times. We can choose to get 25k XP in any of these. And I think I'm just going to do magic for every single one. Obviously, I think I've said this so many times, but prayer would be the best for like combat stats, but most of them don't let you do it because that would be too good. And everything else is like magic is the easiest for me to be like, oh, that's like X less runes I'll need to buy at some point for the next level, rather than it's easy to it doesn't cost anything to train melee or training range to some extent. Runes are expensive, so that's why I did that. So between the last episode and now, in my downtime, I decided to do a bit of Gauntlet since I had all my items on me, and I managed to get to 50 KC so I could get on the high scores. And as you'll see now, I managed to get a Crystal Armor Seed, which is, one, is like almost like worth 5 million on the GE, so expensive drop for sure. It's like, I think it's like 1 out of 120 from normal Gauntlet, so it's pretty, we're still definitely under drop rate for just one of those. But as you can see now by History, my inventory is not huge, but it's pretty cluttered, and I'd like to change that. There are definitely quite a few things, excluding the things like the scroll book and the armor seed, that I don't need to keep at all. Things that I'd like to keep, but I can eventually get rid of. And a large way we can do that is by getting our construction up. So right now, my construction is at 76, and that was I went from like 50. I don't remember when you can start making the limestone attack blocks, but from whenever you can do that pretty much to 77 or 76, I use the limestone attack block method, which is it's not really AFK at all. I mean, no construction training is AFK really, but you really have to be focused the whole time, and it can get pretty tiring. It's not that great. I mean, it's pretty good XP, but it's not that great, especially at higher levels. And I always just have in the back of my mind that it's like mounted mythical capes would have been so much better XP per GP once I could get to that. And it's so to me like, why should I even bother training at any point without it? Now, I am not saying that I'm going to commit to 85 construction in this episode, or even realistically, in this stretch. I am not committing to getting 85 this stretch because I have no idea how long it's going to take. I specifically didn't go to like an XP calculator to see, how many I'd have to do or how long it would take me to get to 85 because I didn't want to get discouraged. So my plan right now is to get at least 2-3 levels right now. I'm gonna check in once I get 71 to see what the rates are like. Get used to this method. I've never done this method before. I mean, obviously I've never been in Prifddinas. It's a pretty new one, but for those of you who don't know, it's just gonna be chopping teaks here, and then we can repeatedly make the mythical cape in the house. So we can run right here. We'll teleport outside house, which is in Prif. So then we just run back here and start chopping them again whenever we need to. So by plank. Oh, and also, I think I had heard, I'm going to ruin my XP rates here. So we'll go home, and we got building mode set up, and we just have it. I've already got this to build guild trophy space, and then it is mounted mythical, and then just keep going back and forth for that. And the reason this is so good is because you actually get more XP per teak log than you normally would. I think it's like normally you get 90 XP per log, but for this one you get 320 around, something like that, or 120, not 320, something like that. It's definitely more. Very first one we make here is going to be our first level 77 construction. Whole bunch of stuff, workbench, stash units, which we already could have boosted for, but we don't have to boost anymore for elite stash units. That's nice. So yeah, and then I'm also going to check the XP rates after this, because I actually have not looked even a little bit. I know we're getting close to a woodcutting level, just because I see that whenever I'm cutting, but I wanted to wait to see what it was looking like before I, made any plans about how far I'm going to go. Definitely leaning towards not going for 85 right now, even if I have the money for it, which I probably don't. So it's looking like we're getting about 41k woodcutting XP an hour and 58-ish k construction. I don't know if that's like when the best time to look is, whether after you use it or when there's downtime now. We're not getting any, so it's going down. But that seems to be 58.5 was the highest I saw it. So that's not bad at all. Maybe I'll stay until like 80 or something. I don't really want to do this too much. It's pretty late in the day when I started this, so late in the day is when I'm going to play. So maybe tomorrow I'll see how much I get and decide more from there. I want to get at least 2 more levels so I can unlock something new that I haven't been able to boost for. 78 woodcutting. First woodcutting level in a long time. And there's 78 construction. My XP rates have been suffering because I was more AFK than I was the last time, and I'm also worried because they're going to shut off the power in my apartment at some point today. They said it was going to be at 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's now 10:15, and they haven't shut it off yet. So, I mean, obviously, it's good that I'm doing something not dangerous, but I'm still just kind of like, waiting for any point for my power to just go out and then wait. So, oh gosh, I looked over like, wait a minute, why am I seeing red text? It's freaking awesome. I got the beaver pet, 78 woodcutting, almost 79. That's actually super sick. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't like pets. Pets are really cool to me, but I'm not gonna lose my mind over it. But it is very cool. It's funny. I feel like I more than often than not hear people like complain about the skilling pets, as they always they'll go way past 99 and still not got them. But I have this. I have the fishing pet, which people complain about a lot. So yeah, that's great. I also don't know if I'll be able to fit that in the house, but definitely gonna keep it out now. I specifically didn't bring a pet because I was like, I even had a thought where I was like, I don't want to accidentally run the risk of losing my perfect inventory by having a pet fall in there if I don't notice, because then I'd waste one inventory. Oh, I have to pick it up before. Okay, see, this is what I was thinking of. All right, well, never mind. He's not gonna go in there, but we will. Oh, I really hope I can keep him in the house. Let's go see. All right, I did have room for him. There he is. We have the mahogany house. So I think that means maybe we can fit one more pet in there. But we're gonna have to upgrade pretty soon, which I think I can upgrade. I think the next one is expensive. That's the reason why I was waiting. Yeah, we have 70. We can go high enough up to get desecrated. But yeah, the magic stone is pretty expensive. 79 wood chopping. And first one here is going to be 79, I think. Yeah, 79 construction. I got a bird egg from a bird's nest, which I've never seen before. And I think you just use it on these. Okay. Oh, and the birds actually get released. So you always get a bird nest with a seed in it. And sometimes you get, I think it's like a 1 in 300 chance to get a piece of the evil chicken outfit, which is just like not useful for anything, but it's what you use with those. That's 80 construction. Oh, all the altars. That actually might be something to consider going for sometime soon. Alright, and the very first log we cut here is going to be 80 woodcutting. There it is, 81 construction, a whole bunch of new different things, and that is actually where we are going to end it for right now, because my funds are getting a little low. And I think I'm gonna wrap things up about here. Our cash stack is getting fairly low, so I think it's time we headed into Slayer. I think from last time I was here, I was on a Fossil Islands Wyverns task. So, and it hasn't loaded up yet, so it doesn't know what my streak is and whatnot. But we'll get back onto that. More importantly, though, I'm going to go ahead and buy a new reward here, assuming I have the points, actually. Hot stuff. Yes, we'll be able to assign you SARs at your task, and you'll be able to offer a chance to slay Jad or Zuck instead. I am getting this because, as you may or may not have seen, I don't have a fire cape yet, and I definitely need to get one of those. So I couldn't, and realistically I probably should, for efficiency's sake, go and get one, just, go and get one right now. But I figured, hey, rather than doing that, I'll just wait until I eventually get a Slayer task, because I'm going to need a Slayer task anyway. And then I'll just have, in addition to having the extra damage and accuracy from that, it'll be a good way to force me to get the cape, and hopefully it should be easier. I did do a fire cape. If I got a fire cape during the Trailblazer League, it was my first time ever doing that. And I don't think it'll be too difficult. I mean, I always, choke a little bit at Jad because it's just stressful to get that far and then potentially lose. But I'm confident we'll be able to do it on this account. In the meantime, while I am editing the next video and waiting for, before I get set up, I decided that my little AFK thing for now is going to be trying to fill up the balloon transport system with a bunch of logs, because I don't use it a lot, but I do use it every now and then. It can be useful sometimes, so I just want to make sure I have it filled up so I can, forget about it for a good long while. So that is what I will be beginning to work on. I have my little woodcutting pet with me here. Another thing we got this episode, which kind of just almost like blew over. I'm still kind of haven't, like I said, pets aren't super huge for me, especially ones I don't like super care about that much, but it is super, super nice. It was an insane chance for our level to get it, so I certainly won't complain. But yeah, that's where we're going to end it for today. Not a huge amount of stuff content-wise, but we did get quite a few construction levels. I'm really happy about that. I like the mythical cape method. It's it's still training construction at the end of the day, but it's not anything too terrible. So definitely what I'll be doing when I go back, and for sure once I have the money, I think I'm just gonna full send 85. Just bite the bullet and go for it. But we need money for that. So next time we will be making some money. Hopefully I'll see you then.